I do want to continue talking about health right now, but let's go ahead and talk about physical health. Many people have been getting these COVID antibody tests, and if this is something that you're interested in doing, 9Health is helping you do it right now. Let's take a look. Dr. Janish, Marla, thank you both so much for joining us today on Coco.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, Marla, I want to go ahead and start off with you. So as we know, the Spring 9Health Fair was unfortunately postponed, all due to COVID, of course. Many people, of course, looking forward to getting their blood screening during that health fair too. But is there a way that people can still do that now, even though the 9Health Fair has been postponed?
We just now made it available for people to be able to go to Quest Diagnostics patient service centers to get the full screenings from 9Health in addition to the COVID antibody test. So yes, even though we weren't able to do it all of our health fairs in the spring, we're now going to have an opportunity for people to get those screenings anyway at a Quest patient service center coming up here.
That's great. That's so fantastic to make it so accessible. So, of course, along with that blood test, you're also, like you said, able to get that antibody test. So, Dr. Janish, what exactly is that and who should be getting tested right now?
An antibody test is a test that uses blood that is being drawn by finger prick or by a venous blood draw. So it's not the same test as the nose swab there, where you have a PCR test that is detecting the virus itself. The antibody test is for those who want to know if they have been infected in the past.
Okay. Now, Marla, I want to get back to you. Why did 9Health decide to offer this COVID antibody test?
It's a good question. We had very good conversations with our medical advisory committee and really thought about it because we wanted to be able to help people understand what their risk is and could be in the future. And it's also really about community infections. So helping the community understand where there's hotspots, and public health officials can use this to really fight against the COVID virus, which we're all trying to do. And then also it is an opportunity for people who do have antibodies to be able to donate their plasma. And that's been shown early on to help people with critical COVID illness. So just to be clear, this test is a venipuncture, so a blood draw. It wouldn't be a finger prick. And it is pretty accurate at the Quest Patient Service Centers. So that's really the reason why we chose to offer it.
Okay, and Marla, I'm so happy you brought up accuracy because Dr. Janish, I wanted to ask you exactly what determines the accuracy of this testing.
So the test accuracy is expressed in terms like sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value, and negative predictive value. Basically, it's the probability, if the test is positive, that the patient or the participant really had the disease. I have to say a word of caution here, because we know that antibody tests are not as accurate as the nose swab. Up to 10% of people who have a confirmed COVID infection, confirmed by the gold standard test, by the nose swab, might not show up in antibody tests. For that reason and for other reasons we don't completely understand, antibody tests are not 100% sensitive or specific. They reach sensitivities at around maybe 90%.
Okay, so obviously still a lot that we have to learn from this virus, but we appreciate you guys doing the research to make sure that we are learning as we go. Now, Marla, where can we find out more about what we can do through the website and all of that?
Yeah, it is an interesting, confusing topic. We don't know everything yet. We have a landing page. You can go to 9healthfair.org. You can find out a lot of information and education about COVID antibody testing. And on there, you can also talk to one of our medical professionals who will answer your questions. So you just need to call, leave a message, and someone will call you back within 24 hours. So if you are confused, you can find answers and really get those screenings, preventive screenings and COVID antibody testing that you really want to help you really be the healthiest you can be.
Perfect. You guys, thank you again so much for everything you're doing. I know that there's a lot, again, that goes into researching this new disease and new pandemic. So we appreciate what you guys are doing, and stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you.
You can go online right now to 9healthfair.org for more information. And if you have questions, 9Health Neighbors is still up and operating with volunteers standing by to answer those questions. Give them a call at 303-698-4455, extension 2005.